Y'all get on through here. John cousin in there. Granddad, sisters, nieces, nephews, auntie. Got them on back. Doing it again. For the most part, I'm doing it the right way. Y'all get here. No, it's just an early morning live on also, on some rims. I mean, on everything, because, y'all got to really pay attention to how this stuff goes. You understand? Surviving Fimo Africa. What's going on, man? I see you. Shit. Yeah, we just in here early morning working with, working with the internet. I ain't doing that. I got my little stuff going right now. I got, I've been trying to, what you call that shit? Um, yeah, I've been trying to recuperate up this one, but shit. I was thinking the other day, sipping. I woke up. I said, damn, boy, it was hot. I'm talking about the heat was. Oh, it was breathtaking heat. I said, okay, I see the play. I said, nah, that ain't cool right there. Nah, that one wasn't cool. So see, I have to be more mindful of, you know, the jurisdiction. But yeah, man, what I was saying was, it's all, it's all defense and success. You know what I'm saying? Defense. Defense from what? Real? Well, if you look at it, defense from all bad jeopardy. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's for. Defense from. You see, we've been having to do this for a long time. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for hundreds of years. We almost been doing this for thousands of years. Bro, what is it? What is what? Oh, what is the video about? Oh, I'm telling you what the video is. All you gotta do is pay attention, you understand? Because it's success. Now, defense comes with the knowledge, right? And that's your defense. See, your defense is the understanding. You know, that's what it's all about. It's the damn understanding. First, you gotta understand some shit. Then that's what's gonna help you. You see what I'm saying? That ain't gonna just help you and just, you know, whatever like that. That's gonna really, put you in the right place in spirituality and reality and people and stuff like that. Teach you how to deal with, teach you how to walk in this life. You see? And you have people that help you. Whether you like it or not, they can help you or they might not help you. Really. If you think about it. Where are you from? Oh, where you think I'm from? Now, where was I born at? Where was I born, or where was I, where we originated from? I mean, my heritage, on my damn lineage. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Y'all get them likes up. Ain't nobody got time to play no games. I'm telling you what's going on. God damn. Shit, a blind man would know where I was from. Shit. A motherfucker with common sense would understand that. Hey, good morning. Right. What's up, Sheree? I see you. Mm-hmm. I'm new here. I'm a new. No, you ain't new. You got calcium wraps. Well, you must think I'm a damn fool. Like I ain't sitting up here looking at this internet, and you ain't been here before. So this ain't the same Sharice from the old school Sharice. This is a brand new Sharice. I feel it. Yeah, I understand now. Early morning live. Right. What up, Real? Tapping in from Cincinnati. What up, Easy Money? I see. They agree. Right. Love. So you got jokes. That's what it is. You got joke. You like, but let me come play a joke real quick. And act like I'm new. See what he say. see if he be like, oh yeah, welcome here. And now like a motherfucker don't like I can't think, you know. No, you know I can think. But yeah, man, back to what I was saying. Cause I'm just laying down right now. Shit, I mean I ain't really laying down, but I'm really just like kicked back. But I'm doing some I'll be late night. I'll be trying to do all. That's when all my spiritual campaigns and stuff like that go out. Yeah, go out there in the streets. Yeah. But yeah, man, like I say, a lot of people, once they really, understand how certain things work, it'll actually help them be who it is they're supposed to be versus what, society and people and all this other shit really want you to be. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you have to tap into some real shit. That's what's gonna make it. That's what's gonna make it real. Is when you tap into the real stuff. And then that right there is a whole nother situation where it's gonna allow you, yeah, because that's how you're gonna have to be able to work against certain shit in defense, right? Now, when you're out there and you running up and you dealing with all these different frequencies, then you got to know, okay, well, shit, damn, it's all good. But then at the same time, you got to work with the frequency for your damn self. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to work with the frequency for yourself. So then that way, when you're out there, then you know how to deal, see, with a bunch of things, when you get out there. Because you've already, you understand, what it's all about, what it takes to actually be able to do that, you see. And that's what it's about for real. I'm bringing out new me. Oh, been through some things. Oh, okay, Sharice. Yeah. Let's see. I got, but see, I always end up getting a newer me. The more knowledge I get. For the real only. Right. 4-5, what's going on, man? I see you. My birthday is coming up soon, September 30th. Oh, okay, September. Okay, that's when 9/11 hit. Mom type, what's going on, man? But yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what exactly what's going on. And you're gonna have to elevate. You got to elevate. You got to elevate your shit to another level. But that's why I was sitting up here, and I was like, damn. I was like, well, shit, I drank that damn shit. I thought I was hungry and shit like that, but I wasn't even really that hungry for real. I was trying to get some other shit. I'm still gotta go get me a damn watermelon with some seeds in it. 'Cause, man, can't have that. But it'd be certain stuff out there trying to throw you off. We have to make it simple for the slow ones. Yeah, cause that IV, they like IV. Right. Nigga hit him with IV 4-5. He talking. hit him with my own shit, man. Everybody got time. But he switched it to some shit to where they could kind of roll with it. I thought he was doing the Pew tube at first, cause you know Pew, he didn't change Pew didn't change his name about shit 3 times already last week. Shit, I'm like, God damn, why you switching names like that? Yeah, switching names is crazy. Yeah, I've been explaining over 2 years. Right. Hell yeah. Why someone got all their family portraits out? Right. Now these what you looking at here? These is what you call uh these in Kisses. Yeah, these coming out of South Africa. These coming out the these come out the Congo. You know, this that Congo yeah. They come deep off and down up in there. Shit. Hell yeah. So those aren't just, things. Those are serious. Hell yeah. He wasn't on politics talking about political views. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I said, well, shit. If he jumped to goddamn politics, then he should have been talking about what's the name now? See, that's the thing. He can't talk about politics down there. See a nigga like him, they'll get on his ass. See, they can't even hear him talking about politics in the hallway. They can't even walk past him. See, ain't nothing he could do down there. Let them get a win. They got the job following them too. They're the real ones too. Them ain't just no regular people. Uh, them ain't just no regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he get caught on that internet talking about something like that's going against what they talking about, then they just gonna be like, oh no, he ain't. Yeah, they attack. That's why that's why you see some people gotta be real careful. See, depending on where they at. But him being there, ain't no sense of him talking about all that shit. But it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, we know that they gonna all be cool and shit. Cause they got some places over there. They got some places around that city. Probably not around that city, but there's some hoods and there's some areas down up in there where they ain't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? So he a little bit too close. Shit, if you could drive down the road a little bit and be up in there, shit, he a little bit too close for me. Shit, I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, he a little bit too close for me, man. Shit, if they could do that, shit, hell no. I mean, motherfucker, try to come like that, they gotta come like some thousands of miles. They gotta be really, really out their mind, especially come to a place that they don't know the ins and outs and shit like that. They feel good down up in there because they know how to wiggle through them terrains, you know what I mean? Them country roads, but they've been doing that shit for 500 years. Shit. I know they know how to roll. Shit, don't allow this motherfucker been trying to access pictures of my shit the whole time. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm just kicking back up. But yeah, but the people ain't playing no games down there. Shit, you go down there if you want to, and get your ass down there. Shit, what I'm trying to tell you, talking about some politics. Nigga, you talking about the wrong shit. And it's just him too, but I think he got some family down there too. Shit. They got a lot of stuff going on down there right now. Oh, they came there looking for that, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had to pull the Epstein files and shit out. He had to talk about this money. He had to talk about this bricks. He had to talk about these wars. He had to talk about so much shit. Politics, he had to talk about he had to talk about some heathens. And he get deep. See? So we gotta deal with that. We gotta deal with that part. Yeah, right. We gotta go deal with who they is and shit. And how they wanna rock and roll. damn how you, damn how you want to rock and roll, because you might see it like, well, shit, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is how I'm gonna do it. Shit, and they like, nah, mm-mm, mm-mm. We ain't doing it like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then it be some people try to get you out there, try to have you doing all kind of shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, I'm glad you put that out. I am mixed Africa. I'm mixed, and African is what I'm going next. Are you mixed? So you saying you mixed? So you saying you mixed with Africa? So you mixed in with them? Shit. Oh, damn. Tell me something. Shit. So you saying, in other words, you mixed in. So you have African and have what? Highlights. Nothing about that. Let me see. Where my pictures at? Where my damn pictures? Yeah, I was just messing with my damn phone. I had one got some of my damn pictures I was looking at. You know, over the years, over the course of the time, I looked at, and I got this file. I'll go see all these damn pictures that I just took. And yeah, I'll go back and take a look at them damn pictures. And I just see all the shit, like, okay, we see. But it was always always feeling it. It was always feeling it. It was always lit. But the real one though, but not shit. American. Okay. So you African, and then you mix with a little bit of American up in you. I mean, make it make sense. Absolutely. Are you saying we all Africans? Is what you saying, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we. That's our whole jurisdiction right there, Africa, right? But not really African like that. But up around, up and through there. Oh yeah, North Africa, Jerusalem and shit, right? So that was all Africa once upon a time, you know. But these Great Lakes and these waters and these spreads, Moses hit it with his staff, split that motherfucker. But they been doing all kind of shit. So it's shit going on, right? Y'all remember when I told y'all I had that dream? And everybody was like, what's the dream, real? And then I told them that the dream was that I was driving. And as I was driving, well, I wasn't driving. I was in a car with a motherfucker that was driving, right? It was like I was in the front seat, but it was like somebody else was driving the motherfucker. I don't know if I was in the back seat or the front seat. I couldn't even tell which seat I was in. All I knew, I was looking out the windshield. I was so wrapped up in what was outside the damn windshield of where we was going, and I'm looking at grass and shit, kind of like, but it's water over the shit, and then I'm looking at water and big patches of water. Then I'm looking at the ocean right beyond that. I mean, not like a motherfucker was at the beach, but it was like it was green, but it was, you know, a little bit of like some vegetation type shit. But around it, it was water, and then it went out deeper to where it was deepest. That was like the ocean. So then we had to stop the car. So I had to get out. I had to get out the goddamn car. So when I got out the car, I'm now walking, but now I'm walking on rock, and like I said, it was this boat, and the boat was kind of like, it was just like I said, some of it was like up on rock, and then the back of it was like stuck on the outside of the stuck on the outside of the water right there, like the boat had. So everything was crazy, you know, when I looked at it. And then, like I say, I'm out there, then I see other shit moving around. Then I'm just looking, and I'm like, damn. I wonder what the hell is that about, right? So when it dawned on me, when the shit had happened, See, I was sitting up in here, and like I say, yeah, I was going through the fundamentals because, shit, hell nah. I dropped too much of that shit. And then the heat had kicked in on me, so he damn near hit me with a whole nother jurisdiction. Yeah, it threw me off for a while, right? So, as I was thrown off, I'm sitting back and I'm watching this shit clearly, right? The title Tsunami Prediction. Problem was the tsunami prediction. I don't know. I didn't see no water pulling. I didn't see no water splash up on the motherfucker. I didn't see no water hurt nobody. I didn't see no water do nothing. It was like I came after the fact that the water had or I don't know what the fuck it was. All I know is I was looking at the whole little water shit. And that's when I did that video and I told y'all, I said, look, I seen all this crazy shit. And I'm trying to figure out what it do. Then after that, then I started dreaming about, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker hitting back in this shit again. That's why I posted the picture of the shit when the motherfucker get to hitting, right? So, you know, I try to lean on the positive things, but I didn't even see that as a negative thing because the dream wasn't negative, but it was real. And it was scary because of the shit. It was too much water around for the motherfucker. You couldn't even drive. So if you couldn't drive, you had to walk, and you walking, and you happy to even be able to do that. But it's after the fact, so that means some shit that didn't happen. So they had the little tsunami warning, like, well, hey, y'all get ready, go up to the high mountains and all of those bullshit, right? So they think it's a game, but it ain't no game. See, that earthquake went off in Russia, like, hey, y'all playing games. See, they out here knocking motherfuckers down, and they misbehaving. Now, when you look at it, you see it. The Bible tell you there's gonna be wars and rumors of wars, and it said it's gonna be earthquakes in many places, right? In different places. Oh yeah, it's gonna be earthquake in all sorts of different types of places. Did I mention this? All the scriptures written down, right? So they out here, they squabbling. As they squabbling, it's going down. Trump and them got it. They got it all set up. It's going down. They dropping shit. They hitting. Everybody hitting. Everybody moving. Everything maneuvering. Okay. So we watching them like, man, they some big dogs. Well, in actuality, you really ain't no big dog. Because if the goddamn earthquake on your ass and shake, and that titanic plate shift, whoo, and it drop about 2 feet down deeper, about 3 feet down deeper, and the deeper that titanic plate, it break off and shift down, then that's when the water drop. Whoop, and when that water drop, it'll suck in all that water off the beach. And then you'll look and be like, damn, I wonder why that water getting pulled out. Because that's that titanic plate that then shifted. When that bitch drop and it suck in and it draw back out, it's like a slingshot. When they let it go, boom, and then that's when that water come rippling in. Now that's a real tsunami right there. That's when it's gonna be like what I seen, but then after everything drained down. So earthquakes is hitting. It's not a game. 8.9, 8.7, that's hard. And I'm gonna tell you why that 8.7 is hard. Because I didn't been in many earthquakes in California. Matter of fact, I was in that one. I was in that one in '89 when the World Series was cracking off in Oakland. The Oakland A's and the motherfucking San Francisco, was it the Giants or the A's? I think it was the A's. But hell yeah. And I was just like that lady. And what made me remind me of that, because when I was a kid, I was in junior high school by then. Or I think I was in elementary or junior high. I can't remember which one I was. But either way it went, I was a little nigga coming up through there. And I called myself on my way. I was gonna walk to the store, me and my boy. And so we leave the house and we walk. Now the store ain't nothing but go up the block, make a right, walk a little bit, like 2 blocks, make another left, go up the block about one, two, three, 4 blocks, and then we was going over there to consumers, old school throwback. The store over there they had called Consumers. Now you go over there and you can get, it was like not like a corner store, it was like a market. You know, you can get a variety of different little shit. But then we on our way to there. I didn't even make it up the block to the left. I got right there, it got the shaking. Now that earthquake in Oakland, San Francisco, that earthquake hit at about, that was a 7.9. I don't know what that was a 7 point something. That motherfucker was close to an 8. Shit, that motherfucker. But when it started shaking, I went down on one knee and put my hand down like a nigga playing football. Shit, I had to get in a 3-point stance. Oh yeah, I had to play football with this motherfucking shit. I'm telling y'all don't know nothing about when it get to quaking. But it will get to quaking. Yeah, these dreams be weird and can be kind of someone predicting shit, right? Did I mention this going down? Right. You talking about 89 earthquake, right? Goddamn right. The one right there, Oakland, San Francisco, flattened the whole freeway on the Bay Bridge, collapsed it, boom. Concrete slab went down like dominoes. You know how you take dominoes and you just hit one and they just go. That's what the cement was doing. As the top of the freeway, the 880 came down on the bottom. So you going to Oakland on top, and then you coming from Oakland on the bottom, or whatever that shit what they had it set up on that Bay Bridge. But yeah, whoever was going that way, they was going that way. That concrete collapsed and that whole structure went down. That weak ass shit, Oakland. That whole slab was slapped down. They was in there digging people out of there, man, all night long. Cadaver dogs, they was sending down sponges with water on them, cotton balls with water on them motherfuckers with wire, just to get them to get a sip of water in that rock. They had to get them up out of, man, I'm trying to tell you. See, me then, I was a kid. I didn't know nothing, right? So I'm learning and I'm watching this stuff. But as I grow up, I'm starting to learn. See, I can see this shit now. What up, G? Mm-hmm. Simon says, what up, though? Hey, real, what is this? Oh, it's all sorts. So the lady in Russia, she got down on one knee the other day. And when I seen her, the ground was rocking, and she was down on one knee with her hand holding the cement like I was in 89. And I said, God damn. That's how I knew it. That's how I knew that's how I knew they was in bad shape. Now it's earthquakes in the same places that they, so-called doing their shit at. But like I say, Russia got those relics up in there. He's got that vault. And they know some shit. And and they all dealing with something. And it's deeper than them. It's bigger than them. And they need to stop. Because if they don't stop, it's gonna get deep. And I'm talking to all of them. Trump telling him to stop, and the other Zelensky, y'all stop, and all this bullshit. Or he gonna do something. So it's all, they all need to stop, and they all need to repent. And what they need to do is break themselves, because what they stole, boy, they should be trying to get it back. No, that's real. All those relics, give them back. Everything y'all got over there, and I know y'all got that stuff down south y'all stole from them people. Oh yeah, pull it up out of there. I know y'all got a vault down up in there too. Hell yeah, holding on to that type of shit. Cause I seen what y'all did over there I seen what y'all did over there at that place. At that mansion place. Oh yeah. What do you call it? A plantation? Oh yeah, type of shit, yeah. That's what it is. See, it's worth millions. But see, that was y'all stuff. See, that wasn't our stuff. But the stuff that we had, that we brought. We didn't even bring shit, really. If somebody snuck something in, it was good. But all the shit that we made while we was, working with it. Because y'all got something that we had, we was working with. You ain't finna sit up there and just bullshit. Now, I know y'all got the remedies. And I know y'all got some of the remedies, and y'all try to work with some of the stuff. And then y'all got y'all own stuff because some of y'all came in and tried to figure out what we was doing, and then we showed some of y'all in exchange for some other shit. So it was like we we gave y'all, you know, some shit. Yeah, that same shit. We need to take a look at that. You know, we need to see that for real. But I know y'all don't want to give it to us. Give it to us for what? Ain't no sense. Ain't no sense. Right? Because uh, why would you do that? And you got these people throwed off. You know they throwed off. You know they ain't found out what it was really supposed to have been like out here. How they was really supposed to behave. You know what I'm saying? How they was supposed to be. Get my shit together. Yeah. So now it's going down. Somebody look in the Quran and look up the verse. It's called the quaking. Yeah. Somebody look that up. That's what you do. And guess what? I ain't finna look it up. Why you ain't gonna look it up, real? Well, the reason why I ain't gonna look it up is I'm just sitting here kicking it, right? Now I can look it up and get my computer and then run it down, but it ain't gonna be nothing like when you look it up. Shit, that's real. Now if you can't, you know, if you can't, you know, if you don't know what's going on, all you gotta do is hit the button on something. But yeah, you type up Holy Quran and Surah the Quaking. Yeah, that's the Surah. That's one of them. Oh, shit. That's real. Well, you know, it's going to be surahs. I think the quaking is a short verse passage in there anyway. But it's pretty long too, I think. But it ain't that long. It's a little something. But it ain't long at all. If you add it up in pages, the quaking was like a short verse, a short surah. But it goes, well, it kind of tell you what's going on when it started quaking. And the quaking is earthquake. But when he speak of the earthquake in there, then it speak of the earthquake for real, like the real deal earthquakes, the ones that rock and roll, like, you know, an 8.0 or something like that is cool, especially in Russia. That's cool. An 8.0 in Frisco right now, that'd be crazy, because Frisco's got, well, you know, it's a lot of old structures down there, and and they sitting on that sand. It's kind of shaky up there. So if it hit that area, it's gonna do some real. It'll make something happen. You know, if it was an 8 point something like that, that was damn near 9. So yeah, if a 9 damn near hit Frisco, that would devastate a lot of people. Yeah, that would shake it up real hard. Yeah, that'd be crazy. But see, now we facing all kind of challenges. Earthquakes is jumping off, right? So these earthquakes is happening in these certain places, right? Now these places, this water is able to move, and this water could travel. And so earthquakes popping off in Russia, and it's able to ripple its way all the way over here, hit us on the west coast. Boy, that's crazy. And you know, the good part about it is that I ain't really out there on that beach, you know, close to that beach. You know, motherfuckers be out there like shit, beach house and all that shit. But that's the worstest place to be if anything ever happened like that. You do not want no beach house. And and this type of shit here. Well, you do not want to be in Florida if one come through there because it's going to, when those water, those coastlines, any coastline state really shit. Whether you on the East Coast or the West Coast, shit, you can't, tsunami is crazy. But if it's big enough, it can, if it's big enough, it could do something. I know I ain't just hear a motherfucker whistle outside my shit. That's some shit I be talking about. Yeah, man, these drinks, bro, right. Right. Reptile, what up, G? You talking about the 89 earthquakes? Yeah, that one, and then the one that happened in Russia just now. But, I was living in West Side, Modesto, before I moved to Oakland, where I live. I suppose about a half a block from the middle of Crack Hughes, Tier Stretch. I looked inside, I it was. Gee, stuff. Crazy time. Yeah, 89. To see when the later and the future. Oh no, ain't nobody deceiving no later and no damn future. I know what happened in the past. I was in it. Shit, I know what just happened in the past again in Russia because I watched it on the thing. Now the future, I don't know nothing about it, but I know this: if everybody out here and they acting like they like they really own one, they ain't acting, they own one. So since y'all own one, then see now the world gets, the world gets tangled up, in what this is, because the earth is a vibration. The earth is like a living body. See how she can move, she can like wiggle. You think you could twerk, shake your ass? Not like the earth. The earth can do a dance, right? To where you won't even understand what kind of dance that is. But the dance ain't the dance ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Because when that happens, that means it's a lot of stuff going on at that time and in the minds of people. Especially if something happened devastating behind it. Like that shit in New York, that when that water came in on them and flushed them down. That's what I'm saying. They'll flush your ass down. But they ain't gonna flush you down. That's Noah's Ark. Because they said when they come with this, they're going to hit it with some fire. But you know what? Water is fire when you look at it. Yeah, when you balance it out. All that shit is but goddamn fire. Shit, because the water going to turn to fire. If enough goddamn water hit some shit, man. Shit, I'm trying to tell y'all. They already wrote it down in the book. All you got to do is read it. Read the quaking in the Quran, and read the quaking in the damn Bible too. Since y'all want to be out here with rockets, and missiles, and Scud rockets, and all that old kind of shit. Since y'all want to do all that old bullshit, sending nukes and warheads and missiles and all this old bullshit. See, everybody got the game in the world crazy, right? Because this is what's going on. So God and His people, His children, have to, shake it up. Yeah. And, God is God. But when He activate the earth to do something, right? Or allow it, because the earth wants it. Hey, they up here tweaking. Okay, what you want to do? Man, I don't know, but they tweaking. They dropping nukes, bombs. I'm getting rattled up. I'm getting shaken. Every time it shake from one of them big-ass missiles, bomb motherfuckers y'all got over there. Every time it rattle, babies crying, Gaza and all that shit. Oh, man, don't even say Gaza now. Boy, y'all done obliterated that place. Ain't that how you said it? Obliterated? Oh, shit. Well, I'm trying to tell you, do you know the shaking of that, the earth? Do you know? See? So, see now? It's too much information going out. Because then it's transferring up there because he got the information on it. So, he's just looking at it like, well, shit, look at these niggas. The earth like, well, shit, let me do my thing on these niggas right quick. Yeah, let me get permission. Let me get permission to just, shake it up right quick. Now, we way over here. We in America. Now, we ain't did nothing to no motherfucking body. It ain't like we been out, you know, we ain't been on too many warpaths and all that other bullshit. They stopped that shit back in our, they stopped that shit when they left the weapons over there and took off running. I ain't seen the motherfuckers go nowhere and do nothing to nobody. So what I'm saying is, nah, ain't no need of us. Plus, we the children of God. So we can stop certain shit from happening to us. And God could stop certain shit from happening to these people. See, we the protection for these people. Guess what? Remember in New Jack City when they was all at the wedding and Keith Sweat was singing that motherfucking song and shit, and they was dancing and shit. Everybody had on all white and all that bullshit. Oh yeah. Then remember when they got knocking at the wedding. And who was that nigga picked the baby up? Was that Al B. Sure? Al B. Sure. Al B. Sure picked the little girl up. She was about what, 6, 7. So he picked the little girl up and held her up to his chest as a shield as he like ran up the steps. Right? So kind of like that. So that's y'all. Y'all the little girl. I mean, even though it was a little girl, could have been a little, but it didn't matter. But the little girl was right there, so Al B. Sure just picked her up, held her as a shield. I think she got hit a couple times too. Yeah. See, as a tool for certain type of protection while we out here, especially for the ones that's alerted. 90s weather is still, I believe, the hottest here. Oh, the weather. Yeah, the weather. Well, the weather is good right now. It is kind of hot, but shit, it ain't that goddamn hot to cause no damn earthquake overseas, to cause no tsunami to come suck niggas up, because you're not going to, and if it's quick, you know what I'm saying? And then they got shit they call aftershocks. So when we was in that 89 quake, we got hit. Boom. So it shook us up. I was in the East Bay. Frisco and shit was like 30 minutes away. I wasn't even that close, but shit, by me being where I was, I could feel it rocking and rolling. But didn't that, power lines came down. It was some shit going down in where I was, but it wasn't like, over there where whole buildings was smashing, collapsing on the freeways was, smacked down. It wasn't nothing like that where I was, but it was crazy. Yeah. Now see, right, hello, right, 100 feet high water was, and I hit a wide. Oh, they say 100 feet, the 100 feet hit them? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. They got some shit called aftershocks, right? So, when we got hit in 89, right after that, it was about, let me see, because we got the records on this shit. All you got to do is type it up. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I can tell you what, right after it hit, it waited a little bit, right? I said, okay, these motherfuckers think it's time to get right. So, they got the fire department out there. Oh, shit, motherfuckers hollering, they putting out fires, motherfuckers running up and downstairs with axes. I know somebody was hitting licks. I know that much, because them niggas like, fuck all that shit y'all going through, nigga. I'm finna hit a stain. I'm finna give me some money, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like. But, the aftershocks hit, and when the aftershocks hit, it flattened shit down more. It made shit go down more than what it was actually, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of stuff going on, and to where, the aftershock, the aftershock ain't no joke. So the earthquake was about, 7.9, something like that. Okay, so the aftershock came in, it was about a 3.5 or a 4. So that's when you get hit with another one. So let's just say, okay, well shit, it was a 9, or the aftershocks could come in at any type of, on a Richter scale. It can come in on any level on a Richter scale. It ain't got to be no certain level. But the aftershocks, after the 89, I think it was a few of them that hit, a couple of them after that. So what happened is, since it's shaking like that, it'd be like, well, shit, it's still shaking. It ain't done yet. See what I'm saying? So now it ain't done yet. And it you know, it need to start shaking some more. So see, this is what we need to be paying attention to. So that's why I tell y'all, if you look in there, it's gonna tell y'all about the quaking. And if you don't know nothing about the quaking, well, shit, you could look in the damn Bible to tell you about the quaking, because it'll tell you in there. Oh, it's gonna be wars. Oh, they want to get to scratching. Oh, okay, and then okay. So since it's gonna be wars, then and earthquakes in different places, then nigga, since you want to play, because that's what it says in there. See, so no, you can't tell me, can't ask me nothing. I know we being held hostage as a hostage type of situation, because in a spiritual realm, because God knows, okay, we can't, they not gonna be in the mixing of this shit, you know, and they can't be, you know what I'm saying? They cannot be, you know. Now, Hurricane Katrina, I tell everybody in Hurricane Katrina that they was some damn fools. Well, not really, but because some of them couldn't afford to leave, some of them didn't have a car to go, some of them didn't, you know. But me, shit, man, motherfucker tell me, hey man, there's some shit finna come up in this bitch, and it's finna wipe everybody smooth up out this motherfucker. Then it's just time to start running. If you ain't got a car, get a bike. If you can't hitchhike, everybody just, you got to move. You got to be on the move though. Hell nah. Versus just sitting there playing with this shit. This ain't, you don't play when it comes to this stuff. You don't play. All that playing and shit, yeah. But a motherfucker with some paper got up out of Louisiana when they said it's time to wiggle. See what I'm saying? See, it's gonna be time to wiggle, and when it's time to wiggle, goddamn it, it's gonna be just time to wiggle for you, because see, they don't want to do good. Mm-mm. What the hell is Whoopi Goldberg family? Right. Early morning is we in here. Right. Lively cuts. What up, man? Rockabye baby. Right. Looks like my ex. Right. She says she's molded, then she modeled for you. Nino picked her up. Didn't even Nino? She had them things almost pointed up. Amelia Dixon, what's going on? I see you. My dog. It's about to change and growth and longevity. Be active, stay healthy. Knowledge you don't know about every day, adapt the knowledge and aware. Oh yeah, well you can adapt and aware and alert it all you want to. You better understand it was already in there. It was in there because somebody knew that somebody was gonna do something. Right. Well, then right. And all the people that seen all this stuff going at play, they already know. This has been done time and time before. You know how many times they had to exterminate shit and bring back another species and shit? The dinosaurs used to run this motherfucker with no oxygen. They ain't even need no oxygen. Shit. But they had trees and shit. But the trees been here longer than anybody been here. The trees was the only thing that was left standing. Remember I was telling y'all in the dream I could see like some greenage? Like some I don't know, like green, like whatever you want to be, like bushes or like whatever would be green on the land, but now it's covered with water. So now you just see the top of certain green patches. Right. Because it's been here millions of years. So all kind of shit been here. But the trees been here the longest. Speaking and shit. Moving and dancing and shit. Looking at niggas. Listening to niggas. Leaves and shit. Picking up information. Watching niggas. Oh man, y'all know what the hell going on. You just think you just living amongst some shit. These people crazy. These people don't know what they living amongst. Nigga, the goddamn nature is starting to talk and work to these motherfuckers. Now it's hurricane season, but ain't nobody seen nothing yet. I mean, not like they really, seeing them. You know what I'm saying? But they steady doing. Yeah, they out here doing. They keep doing, but see, all this other stuff is doing something too. Now these people is got to deal with certain things. That's why you don't really see. Well, you see some people down up in there, but you know one place you don't really see. Well, you kind of do though, because I believe they've been hit by so much shit down up in there. It's crazy. But then they just keep living through it. But you never know. You know, like I say, you don't never know what level the stuff be on. You know what I mean? Now it's been earthquakes going on for the last few months now. About the last year, not really like, but the last few months there's been earthquakes all over the place, right? But they've been small, and, you know, 6 point something, 4 or 5 point something, here and there, here and there, here and there, here and there. People laughing on TikTok. Oh man, that ain't nothing. Tell me when it gets something big. Tell me when it be an 8 or a 9 or something. Tell me that. Yeah, right. So shit like that hit. I'm gonna tell you right now. In them big cities, the Bay Area can't take no goddamn 8 or no 9 right now. It can't take it. Now they got a brand new Bay Bridge. Now they say this Bay Bridge is earthquake proof, right? Now see, how can it be earthquake proof? You're saying it's God proof. You're saying it's Mother Earth proof. You're saying you bigger than her. See? So you said this about the Titanic. You took it out there. They said, hey, we ain't got enough boats on here to take everybody off of here. We missing some more. We need some more dummy boats to compensate for all the people. Oh man, this boat ain't gonna sink. This is God proof. But he disrespected God when he said the damn Titanic. He said even God couldn't sink this boat. So like now you're going up against nature. You need God in nature. See, to help you out, to get you through there. Oh yeah, because you're out there. Right? So when they took that Titanic out there, what happened? All right? And what they do to the poor people. Don't forget what they did to the poor. I mean, shit, I ain't poor. I mean, motherfucker locked me down in the basement, tell me to get a ride. I ain't fucking with. Boy, I ain't going nowhere with no nigga in no basement. In the bottom of a hole of a ship. Are you crazy? To get where? On the other side of Scotland? No, on the next side of England or whatever the hell y'all. Man, y'all fuckers crazy. Well, I'm telling you. I wasn't no captive either. What I'm doing in the basement, oh, you just down there because you ain't got no cabbage. So we don't want you riding up here with niggas, first class niggas with this cabbage and all that type of shit. But like, man, come on now. Locked down though? What if I decide to spend some cabbage? Like, how you know I ain't really got the cabbage, but nigga, I ride down here with motherfucker. But everybody down there had on messed up clothes. You could tell their clothes was like, I don't know, kind of like what ghetto kids, I guess, would have in the real hoods, like somewhere really, maybe. Like Africa, fuck it. Almost like in the slums, like kind of. But they wasn't that messed up. They had, you know, some shit, but it was cheap. It was fucked up. It was dirty. They looked like they didn't belong. You know what I'm saying? Like but when they go upstairs though, that's where yeah, you know, that's where the money was. Shit, they got fine wines and all that type of shit upstairs. Hell yeah. But see, when they got out there, they noticed that place wasn't. That ship wasn't really God-proof, and they needed God because when that ship hit that iceberg, right? And that iceberg, I think that iceberg popped up out of there because you don't see that iceberg, you coming through there at night. Then he looking at it, talking about, oh shoot, and then he gonna try to turn the wheel right quick, try to move out the way like he in a car. Like nigga, you was been supposed to turn. Don't you see? Don't you see that iceberg? See, that's what I'm saying. Hell nah. And then you punch a hole through it, boom. Then now the water coming in on the damn hub, on the bottom coming into the hull of the ship. From the bottom. On its way to the top. The whole ship finna go down. Poor people on there, man. That was crazy. That was one of the craziest movies I think I ever seen in my damn life. Yeah, the trees, but without mud and yeah, the trees been here. The trees been here the whole time. Looking at motherfuckers. Looking at different creatures, not people. You ain't nothing. You think you worth more? What's worth more, you or a dinosaur? Oh, let's see. When we sum it up, You add up all the whatever you think you could be. Let's say you could be shit. What's that nigga name? The nigga that build them cars. Yeah, Donald Trump, like whoever, whatever the hell you think you could be. But it don't matter. Shit was here before. Shit got washed out. It kept getting washed out. Even back in the days when Jesus and them was out there. And when Noah and them was coming up through there, right? They got flooded out. Everything got flooded out. Why you think when you look at the Grand Canyon, you could see them rings on there, them lines? That was a whole ocean at once. Hell yeah, that was an ocean. It had came in and flooded, motherfuckers. It had came in and flooded something out. Then the water went out. Like, okay, we're gonna move this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna do this. See, all that shit. No, that was all lakes and canyons. It was all water wells and shit, man. They switched it up now. Now y'all out here. Y'all in it. But, when you look at it and you see, down there. But you just can't live in a damn place like the animals live. I think the only thing that's not balanced in this motherfucker is all these crazy ass people that kind of run this motherfucker, run different places. Cause they got them, look how they got them stacked up there in Hong Kong. Look up, I'll tell you what you look up. Look up Hong Kong box apartments. Hong Kong, they stacked up. So all you gotta do is look up on YouTube the way they live in tiny box spaces, and they got them stacked in cages all the way sky high, all the way up in that motherfucker. When you get out the box, you got to come down. They stack them 4 high in these metal cage boxes, and they living in there. They call them apartments or whatever the fuck. But the shit is out of control. I'm serious. And there's too much nature in China for them to be boxed up in there. But they gotta be boxed up if they wanna do the business thing with the money thing, right? Now if they did the nature thing, then they could get out there. And they wouldn't be up in there like that. See, so they doing them all kind of ways, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, y'all ain't paying attention. Yeah. Who was this? What's going on? I see you. Do you live in Oakland, bro? I moved from the now. I don't live out there no more. In the mountains, peacefully. I don't want my dog outside. Right. And without worrying about getting shot. Right. No, I don't live in Oakland. Shit. Hell no. I don't be worried about getting shot either. That's a whole nother realm. We right here. Right. What up, Larry James? Yeah. We moved out of Modesto Road in 2018. Neighbor's cool. Right. You can walk your dog. Right. Gabriel, what's going on, man? I see you. I got pulled over speeding. No. Suspended 4 times and let me go. Oh, yeah, man, that's cool. When you out there. And, when you out there. You ride, they gonna let it build up. Shit, get some more of them. That way, when you get serious, be like, yeah, I need more. They're gonna be like, well, yeah, that's what it is right here. Yeah, they did me like that. I had to give them about $14,000. And ever since then, I kept my license. Yeah, I had to hold on to them. All that shit, getting tickets, riding crazy and looking crazy, hell no. Not on me. No, I had to pay the piper. To the channel, maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day. But shit, places like that. Any places with Any places with structures like that. But they gotta sit on that fault. They gotta sit on. Well, they ain't gotta sit on the fault, but they kind of do, because a fault is just like a fault line is just like a titanic plate in the ocean, but it's underneath the ground. So the ground is really sitting on water, and these motherfuckers don't even know they up underneath water and fire. So they dumb. They can't think. Because the San Andreas Fault run all the way from LA, all the way up to Frisco, all the way up to Oregon. Shit. Goddamn. Up to Willits, past that motherfucker. That motherfucker went all the way past, up out of California, up. Water all up into that whole motherfucker is water. Shit. That motherfucker. And if it shake, if it shake hard enough, then it's gonna get serious. That's when they came with that movie. What was that movie 2012? What was that movie in LA when all the shit started shaking, the ground tore up and the earthquake hit and shit? Yeah. Then the water. Because all they gotta do is hit it. And when it happened is when it hit, it's a main center target point where it hit. You see? Them people wasn't even dealing with no damn, they wasn't even dealing with no water back then. Matter of fact, they needed some water to put out all them goddamn fires they had from all the damn light poles, live fires, bad wiring in bad houses, old houses with bad structures. Oh yeah, it was serious. Yeah, a lot of shit was on fire too. Not enough fire trucks. Couldn't get into traffic because you couldn't get into Frisco because the damn freeway collapsed. So you couldn't even go assist. So they was out there with what they had, traffic jams. Like I say, somebody was out there hitting lakes. Yeah. But what I'm trying to tell you was going down. What cause more important? Somebody just got drew down on, or this motherfucker over here up under this concrete. Let's get it. You trying to chase a motherfucker who out here hitting stains, man. We can't even deal with no shit like that right now. We got to get over here. They calling all cars to, then everybody was working. The pizza man was out there, motherfucker. The ice cream man was outside, motherfucker. The neighbors. But you know what I seen? I seen people working together. Yep. For real. I'm talking about no, no bullshit. Them people was all working together trying to assist what was going on. But a lot of shit you couldn't do nothing. I don't give a damn how many it was, y'all. What it was. A lot of people was just standing around, but it wasn't too many. It wasn't too many people doing too much. Cause I got the news clips. All you got to do is look on the YouTube and pull it up, and you'll see it. But there was some people out there. But the shit that they needed help with, couldn't nobody help with that. You needed cranes, you needed days to get some shit to go. Well, you not days, but you needed, you needed all kind of shit. Like I say, whatever they didn't have, whatever they couldn't pull down that damn freeway, whatever they couldn't get up there. But over a period of time, they was able to move that concrete. Then they got the jackhammers out there, but they got to make sure when they got the jackhammer that they ain't jacking this shit down on the damn people. So they got to take these concretes, they got to move these concretes piece by piece to even, they got to move these concretes piece by piece to even get them people up out of there, because they had to be careful. But then they had the cadaver dogs out there, so the cadaver dogs could, help search out them people who was up under there. But man, some people was driving and they didn't even know that a portion of the bridge that had fell down into the into the Pacific Ocean right up under there. And they driving, right? Listen to their favorite song, beat bopping, on their way home. They ain't tripping. Probably just got paid. Right, pockets fat. They ain't even thinking. They thinking about what they gonna go cook, go home and take out of there and get ready. What they gonna get something to snack on? Cook something, right? Take a shower. They probably thinking, I'm gonna go take it. I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna get ready to, I'm gonna take a shower. They already got their favorite show in mind. Oh yeah, it was back in the days too. So everything was like, it was the way they was doing it. Ain't no telling where they was going, where they was coming from. Ain't no telling what the fuck they was doing. They was driving. And at that time of day when it hit, wasn't commute hours. So it was probably probably somebody got up early, shit, god damn. Coming through there, and that whole patch of freeway, concrete was missing. Because when an earthquake hit, that was the first piece that fell out. Boom, it went down into the ocean. So now, it's this big ass gaping hole on the bridge going that way. And it was on the bottom bridge, so it was the bridge coming from the Bay Area. So imagine coming back from the Bay, and you just riding, you on your way, and you done damn near got off the bridge already, so you know you on your way to the house now, and you just riding, and then you on one from there. You like, what the heck? You look to the left, you look to the right, and you going down. Seatbelt on, beat knocking, blunt in the air with zigzag, whatever the hell the motherfuckers had back then. But you riding, but now you flying. Now you flying, but you flying down. But you in your car. So a couple cars caught it, and then everybody stopped. But some cars went down in that hole. Hell yeah, they did. I'm trying to tell you. Then they realized, damn, it's going down. But you could feel the shaking on the bridge. So everybody knew that it was going down. So everybody was on the lookout. But them first people, they never stood a chance. See, that's crazy right there. Oh man, tsunami hit. Well, it's just tsunami hit. If a tsunami hit hard enough, it came in Japan. If one of them motherfuckers that came in Japan, what year was that Japan tsunami was? That wasn't too long ago. But yeah, you check out that Japan tsunami on YouTube, and you will see a tsunami ain't no joke. And that motherfucker can reach where it want to. The earth wiggles. Don't you get it? It moves, it dances. It plays games. It can get you anywhere. It can get you in the ocean. It could ripple. Something could hit. Another earthquake could hit Russia right now. A 9.9. Nigga, just to show you, like, nigga, I ain't playing with you niggas. Shake something up, and then hit that plate again and bust that plate down harder just to show you what I'm talking about. Then you be like, God damn. Yep, you be like them people over in Japan, sitting up there looking dumb. Trying to wiggle. You can't wiggle. It's too quick. Once the shit hit, it hit hard. Man, so many tons of water pushing in at I'm trying to ocean water. See, them ice caps, them glaciers, that shit that sunk the Titanic. See all that shit working together. That shit melting, it's filling the ocean up with fresh shit. The ocean don't know what to do. It's just rocking and rolling. If it get a signal, if it get hit hard enough and something crack down, boom. And what's cracking down? That's the goddamn volcano. That's the lava that been hardened up from the volcanoes from all the years. That's what make the ocean floor. So now that motherfucker crack, boom, if it crack harder and it suck more water down and then throw it back at you, yeah. And then you don't know what country it hit. The last one it did nasty was Japan. That's the last one I know about that really did some real, and they got the videos. All you got to do is look it up. You'll see it. Yeah. Earth shakers and airbenders. Yeah. I'll be back trying to do something in the kitchen, bro. All right. Man, I'm craving for some grilled cheese sandwiches, bro. All right. Are they coming out with the dog and the cop robots? Oh yeah, man, they might be coming out with all kind of shit. But y'all know what they're coming out with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all read what y'all read. Y'all understand what the hell be going on out here in these damn streets. And they all get the signals. You know what I'm saying? They all get the signals. shook them up just a little bit. But no, that's a good sign that that they paying attention to the world and the earth. You know, yeah, and that's what it's about. You know, that they see that okay, if we keep doing this stuff out here, man, shit ain't gonna tell them they might just yeah. We keep doing this shit. They might just hit us with something. Yeah, earthquakes. Like I say, earthquakes in many places. They be in different places. You know, and they hit. They can hit anywhere, really. Yeah. Anywhere where that they can hit anywhere where that fault line at. So that's another thing. Now, I'm not no motherfucking city like no motherfucking San Francisco and shit. And I know that them buildings, it's old buildings. But you know what they did, like I say, they tightened up that Bay Bridge. They say that Bay Bridge is earthquake proof. And like I say, we haven't yet to see if that bridge is really earthquake proof or not. Because the last one, when it swayed, that's when it tore up the concrete up underneath it. Now they might have did that bridge in a way to where it could shake, rattle, and roll a little bit. But the way that earthquake wiggled that bridge in '89, I believe that they would have to test that bridge. But I think they tried to test it. They tried to test it when they put the bridge together. Yeah, see when they put that bridge together, they did a little, hooked it up to something, but they did a little diaphragm on it first. They did a little model ship. I mean the model bridge. So they took the model bridge, and then demonstrated of how they was gonna work with this metal, and work with that bridge, and how would it work with an earthquake. So they shook it, they wiggled it, they made it go back and forth, and they made it, do the dance a little bit to make them say that it's an earthquake proof bridge, right? So that's the New Bay Bridge. It took them 5 years to make a new bridge. All the time riding over there, going back and forth, you will always look to the left, and you will see the old bridge being tore up. But as you're going in, you look to the left, you can see it, and you coming down. So for some years, you was able to ride through there, and you will see them steady tearing that old bridge down. It took them about 5 or 6 years to even tear that motherfucker down. It took them a few years to build a brand new one. So as they built the brand new one, and then they tore up the old one, and they did all that real quick, right? So okay, now that's up there, and it's been up there for a minute now. They used to be wiggling it on there. They go up there, do donut sideshows up there, and them motherfucker. Yeah, they go up there and have a ball on that motherfucker. But see, I'm thinking, okay, if they do get hit with one of them, with that bridge hold, you know what I mean? With that bridge hold up. But you know what? Another thing, that's just the part coming down. That's just the part coming down from the little tunnel part, right? So that ain't the whole bridge itself. Now the whole bridge itself go when you coming from up under that tunnel part, then you get deep off in the motherfucking ocean part. Now that motherfucking part of the bridge, now that's the part of the bridge when you riding through there, and you looking at all the buildings and stuff like that. And now that's the part of the bridge. They didn't touch that. They left that alone. The only part they said was earthquake proof was the part down there, coming from Oakland, coming in. Shit, well, I'm trying to tell you. So if it get hit, if it shake hard enough again, I'm thinking, you know, but shit. If the first bridge didn't really have too much damage on it. The first bridge kind of held up, through that. So I gotta give it to the first part of the bridge, shit, for real. It's that second part that get tricky. It's that second part, it's that part that come down. Shit, boy, I'm trying to tell you, that's the part you gotta gamble with, cause don't nobody know really what it can do. Shit, hell yeah. Earth shakers and real everything. Yeah, man. So that's what they had going on. That's what they had going on. They had some of that stuff going on, and yeah, they had them quakes. Shit, they come in. I mean, they had a little water. Well, they have some water come in. Japan and shit like that. But I asked myself, why would them tsunamis keep running through there on them boys in Japan like that? What is it that they got over there? Or why is it that water come in there on them like that? I don't know. When that shit hit yesterday, Japan was getting hit with some ocean waves kind of hard. Not too much. Not like they did them years ago. It just hit them a little bit. Yeah. Now, is Japan, what's that nigga name? Japan, ain't that the one that hooked up with Putin? They friends, ain't they? Yeah, see, these people doing all kinds of stuff. Yep. All right, y'all. Don't mind me, I'm just eating some of this rice and shit. Yeah. Rice for what? Rice for breakfast. Well, it ain't really rice for breakfast. It was some shrimp fried rice I had last night, so I'm eating rice right now for breakfast. Yep. So now these earthquakes are starting to shake. You know what? When I sit here and really think about it, and I say to myself, these people out here going to war, right? I mean, if you go to war, say you at war, but then it's an earthquake that hit, right? How do you go to war and be in an earthquake at the same time? That's crazy, That's just like what Putin doing. He at war, but it's an earthquake shaking his shit. Y'all know what I seen? I seen a video. Um, a doctor's office. It was a hospital, wherever, over in Russia, and they was giving dude a. They was in the middle of his surgery. They got his body cut open, and they doing surgery on him. And then right when they doing surgery on him, the whole motherfucking hospital started shaking hella hard, right? They doing the open heart surgery on dude. They can't just let him go. You know how you just drop everything and be like, oh, it's hot. It's an earthquake. Uh-uh. They couldn't. They had to. They had to. They had to keep working. One got an artery. One got an artery. He holding on to that. The other one. The other one. He got an artery. He clamping that one off. They got him cut open. The heart. They working with all kind of shit in his body. They couldn't just run off and do. In fact, they had to keep working on him like it wasn't no earthquake to hurry up and get. But then it was crazy though. Well, imagine being in surgery. Somebody working on you. And the earthquake hit. Well, you know, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So like I said, Putin knows, okay, I'm at war. And got earthquakes and shit on the land. So that make him think. Okay. They need to be aware of them aftershocks. And they need to be aware of more earthquakes in a certain in them areas. Now, I don't know what they got going on. But I know this. Volcanoes. And the earthquakes is going off right now. That's what I do know. Yep. This how. That's how they purify certain land. Yep. They hit it with that lava. If they don't hit it with that lava, they don't hit it with that lava, then they'll just baptize it. They'll just baptize it with the water. Well, see, that's why. That's why they out there. They're trying to baptize them. I see they ain't gonna be able. They ain't gonna be able to win Mike. Something happened out there. Russia got a little beachfront on the ship, but not too much. Uh-uh. Ain't too much water. I don't think there's enough water out there to come all the way in on Russia like that. Because Russia is too big of a Russia is too big of a damn country. You know, but earthquakes in it. See, he over there knocking motherfuckers off too. So he put in a lot of work over there. So they shake him with the earthquake. But in return, we get the tsunami from them. Mm-mm. Not always, but in that case we did because it happened like right there off the ocean part. Yeah. Now if they get off in there, go that way. Huh? You go towards the middle of the country. You can shake it from right there. But you know what I know? A lot of places all over the world is sitting on some type of fault line. Matter of fact, if you type it up, you will see that it's earthquake fault lines all over America. They all overseas. They all in the ocean. So anywhere it wants to, it can activate where it wants. So, you got the fire in the middle. You got the rock. You got the lava shit. You got a lot of different type of muds. You might have a little clay. Different mud. Some rocks, some different shit. Then they come up to some dirt. And then some water and shit. Dirt and water. And then you up there. On top of all the shit. And you thinking you just standing on dirt. Or like you just driving down the freeway like on the concrete freeway. Like this guy. One smooth ass concrete situation. But really, you sitting on something real different. When you go through Africa, all them places like that, you ride through the forest. Not really the forest, but you ride through where it's gonna be some trees, some leaves, It's gonna be some dirt. There's gonna be some dirt. See what that? They working with nature. But you know what? I think people could work with certain electronics and shit like that. But at the same time, you have to deal with the nature of it. Because if you just build and you just working with electricity, you ain't really working with the nature. That's what mess it up. Oh yeah, y'all. I'm just eating this sweet and sour chicken. That's what I'm doing right now. Nothing wrong with me. Now, yeah, what they got going on now is the real deal. Yep. So that's okay. That's what they out there doing. That's what they're gonna be facing. Yep. They're gonna place more power to the earth. And the earth gonna start shaking. Out there in the world today, you know what I'm saying, making the world like that. You know, I got all that shit over there. I'll tell you what, everybody they all got nukes. Well, they ain't all got them, but that nigga over there, he got nukes. And he could use them, you know, if he felt like he, you know, I don't know why, I don't know when he could use it. Because there shouldn't be no time, nobody should ever use some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all motherfuckers sitting up there and y'all think, oh, you know what, it should happen. Or we should have one. Somebody should have one. Somewhere should have one, right? It's like, why would somebody have something like that? That don't make no sense. A nuke. Are you kidding me? Nuclear warhead shit. Well, you set it off and they come down there, turn into like 30 of them, and they all go separate ways. Well, that's crazy. Yeah, about this fortune cookie. I'm just looking at them. And they got the number on them. Got the number. I'll be damn fool to pay it. I'll be something. From the good old goddamn Chinese Republic shit. Sometimes cool, sometimes I look at a journey. It's not to end, but to journey is on journey. So, oh yeah, they gonna jaws. Charlie got boom. What's going on, man? Yeah, I see. Ain't nothing gonna be able. Ain't nothing gonna be able to get us because we signed in underneath something else. You know what I'm saying? So until we, you see what I'm saying? It's all, and it's gonna be certain ones. But it's gonna be all ones because they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And by them not knowing, they're gonna be like, oh nah. They're gonna be like, I ain't doing that. Mm-hmm. They're like, no. They're like, I'm not gonna do none of that. So then after that, then that's when, they was like, all right. They said they was cool. They said they ready to rock and roll. So okay, so what we gonna do? I'm like, all right, let's get further. And it'll be like shit, all aboard. They're gonna be like, all aboard. Yeah, all aboard. And shit, and the other people, they gonna be like, damn. Gonna be just like Noah. When Noah closed the door, and they came through there, waving the white flag. Yeah. So I'm gonna open it up. Nope. No. The door. They say the door was sealed. Whatever kind of door it was, the door was sealed up. Cause they couldn't get in. I mean, after a certain point when they realized, oh shit, it is a flood coming. Cause it was a bright sunny day. And everybody was outside, they was partying. Just like a regular day. But it wasn't no regular day. He was like, okay, the day, y'all. But everybody was partying. It wasn't nobody help him build it, but he didn't care if they helped him build it or not. Because he was like, shit, I don't even give a damn if they help me build it. He's already got the blueprint to it. And they told me what to put in here. So they gave me what it takes to build it. So he's like, it might take me longer to build it just because I ain't got much help to build the shit. But then he has some help. He has some angels or something in that motherfucker, some spirits or something in that motherfucker helping his ass. Cause shit, ain't no way in hell one nigga just gonna build some shit like that all by himself. Like, hell, yeah. That's just like the people that built the pyramids. Like, ain't nobody just went up the pyramids and just walked up that motherfucker with no big ass stones like that. Like, with no technology shows like how they do it type shit. Like, then they did it with some spirits. Certain shit, one nigga, just certain shit people can't do. And then you gonna stack them all the way up there at the top. Like, how'd you get all the way up there? Like, how'd you get there? How many people could pick that up? And why would we do some shit like that? Whose purpose would that serve to do some life threatening, back-breaking shit like that just to say, oh, look what we did. Like, we just building Legos. Like, okay, so what happened? See, they don't want to tell us what happened. What was the purpose of that pyramid? They gonna put it on the back of the dollar bill, though? Oh, okay. With an eye? Like they playing peekaboo? Oh, okay. Somebody look on the back of a dollar bill right now and tell me why. Is that eye up there? Tell me what is they doing? Huh? That's what you could tell me. Oh, I know. You don't really want to talk about that. Right. You'll talk about the eye on the pyramid a little bit later, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tired ass. Yeah. Him, Ray, on the statue, biblical real, yeah. Slim, shit, right. Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. You don't understand. Pay attention. Pay attention to your feet. Okay. But they out there, but see, they could do a lot better for what they doing. You know, they could be some better type of damn shit they got going on. I said they got this place rigged up. I think everybody trying to use the same blueprint. Rig it up. Get the people that get the people to follow. You know, follow. Yeah. Follow in on what they saying. You know, somewhat the majority of some, like whatever. But if some get, if some be like they, get the understanding to where they ain't got to really be like, okay, but they can do it, but it ain't gotta be like that, Shit, some motherfucker, they're gonna be like, okay, we ain't got them, but we got the rest of them, we got the majority of them. You know what I'm saying? Cause this is what this shit is about. This is about the majority. Shit. They know everybody ain't gonna be able to. They like, okay, some of them gonna wiggle. Some of them gonna get up out of there, But, the majority of them, most of them, we gonna have them up underneath their jurisdiction. You see? That's gonna be the masses. Yeah, the goddamn masses, y'all. That's what it was all about. It was about blinding the masses. Yeah. Blinding the damn masses. So they can keep them thrown off. They can kind of actually, calmly move. They can have more shit going on. The minute you see it a different way, and a different way, and you say, well, I don't really want to be like, well, a program, I'm just gonna fall up underneath it. My own program. And like, damn. But, when you up under your program, then you don't kind of fit, you don't kind of fit. You're not a good fit for, you're not a good fit for that. But how you a good fit? And you ain't doing anybody else stuff. You know what I'm saying? To actually survive. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else, they doing it a certain type of way. That's real talk. Ain't no game. Billy, what's going on, man? Yeah, I see. time 6 on 6 in the game. Moving good, paying attention, seeing everything that's going on around in the world, worldwide. This worldwide stuff, y'all. Worldwide events. If they try to put their events, they think they gonna spread their events around her. And their events and shit gonna come and they gonna reach us with their shit and all this bullshit. Hell no. Keep them contained. Contain their ass right over there. So if you wanna do something with them, you wanna work on them, you gotta work on them from there. Shit, you gonna work on them. Half-ass work on them. Work on the middle of the day. You working on the outside of the place. On the edge, really. On there. On the edge, just to do some edgy shit. And then it crack off, and then it's serious out here on the street. About something. Shit. Hell no. You target whatever the hell, but it better be that. Shit. I don't know how the hell we get. I really think they couldn't wait for some of that out. See, they had a couple of those already. Yeah. New people. Us knowing all these situations and us get the understanding of how it all works. We can see it. We know how to identify. We know how to identify exactly what that is. What's going on. Yeah, right. It's out there. They give me some slack on y'all. Get that. I get that early morning protein thing. Yeah. Breakfast, huh? Hope you have a good day. Wow. Man, all my days are good. We was just sitting up in here talking about this different stuff that was going on. It's a lady. She been on YouTube and she had a white thing over her head. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She be telling people what be going on for what even happened. She calls the other stuff the Iran shit. The Iran shit is kind of crazy because it's just like, damn, they was doing this, they doing that. They had the old man, or whoever he is, Ayatollah, the owner of the shit, the leader, the email, really. That's what he was. You know? He was damn email. So they going to war with emails. Well, this is crazy. No. Went over there and dropped a bunker buster on the damn, but not on the people. But just on the, on a little target that they had in mind, thinking that was something. But really it wasn't nothing but a joke in the game. Because they didn't really do nothing. They said, oh man, we put that shit up a long time ago. It was like, they don't even know. We moved that out. Mm-hmm. After we moved everything out, then here they come. With the bunker busters and all that shit. But it's like, if the shit was already moved out, what can the bunker busters do to something that ain't there? Right? So it's all crazy. But yeah, that lady, she was saying she could see that what they was doing over there. Which is the cold part of this. They not even done finishing doing like I'm doing. You know what? They ain't done yet. They be done in a little bit. No time soon. And they just kicked it back off again. If it ain't them, it's gonna be some more people. You see them Syrians? Them Syrians, they got hold to Bashar. Yeah. After all these years. Like I said, I was going through some pictures. And I was looking at stuff. Those are some crazy pictures. From back in the days when Bashar and them was in office. Now Bashar has been in office for a long time. Well, he was. From like 2013. I think he was the president for a hell of years. Yeah, he's been a president for he's been a president for a long time. Well, he was a president for a long time. So they ran him up out of there though, because he had to go. Well, they went in there and they got Bashar outside out of that office. He made a clean break for it. He ran from where his palace was. He ran from where his office was, and his office leads down to this. His office leads down into this to this room. You take off running from down there, and that'll take you to the basement. Through some doors, take you out those doors, and then get you. It'll get you up. It'll get you out of there. So Bashar heard they was coming. He knew they was coming. So he took off running. He ran clean. He ran clean up out of there. See, Bashar was running that place for some years. And he did a lot of people dirty. He'll do you nasty over there. Yeah, he had it. Yep. He was the one. They went to that prison he had. He had Muslim. He had people in there locked up. He had people back there for years. He had people back there since 2013, damn near, and ongoing. So anybody that got caught over there, that was all going to that one place he had. But that place was brand new. It was brand new, and with a brand new prison. It was really like a concentration camp, really. Snacks and shit. I'm a little whip here. THC can. Put that in the game. Put that in the game. Then be hungry. So that nigga, you be eating all kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do right here some breakfast. I ain't eat no more that other damn breakfast. The other breakfast. That ain't cool.
about they shit. I can't be. It seems like they just be rushing. I don't know how to cook. But you know, I've been looking around and don't nobody sell grits no more. Like, you got grits in there? They're gonna hit you hell now. We ain't got no grits. Nope. So it's the one where if you want some grits, you gotta buy them. Yeah, you gotta buy them and then cook them your damn self. They not selling them. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all stuff. They have to use their spiritual guidance and use their spiritual knowledge to be able to help them, you know, to be clean. And then also, you know what I'm saying, the successful part, and understanding what it is and how it really operates, what that do, you know? And just like I said, because it's still, people's job to have an understanding. With what, you know what I'm saying, what the hell be going on? And them people ain't looking at it. Them people ain't thinking about it. They ain't even thinking like that. We got so much headline, man, to check this out. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We're gonna be strategic at the shit that we're gonna do. And we're gonna keep following our profits. Yep. We're gonna keep finding our profits. And we're gonna keep on, you know, find our profits and, yeah, vibing and shit. Y'all know how it go. Shit, aiding in the bed. That's what they're gonna be doing. They're gonna be helping them. We're gonna be helping them. They're gonna be all helping each other. Do what it is that they, what they gonna do. So, sorry, it's just a group of people that is doing shit that they don't have no belief, you know. Their belief is they believe in that stuff. That's all. But it's all good because, you know, every learning. They be learning as they, you know, they be learning as they go, as they go along. Yeah, I was up this morning. I was just doing my positive affirmations and last night. So I was getting together. But yeah, today I'm gonna go live. Shit, we gonna, you know, what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. Shit, I might throw some cards on this. Shit. Divination. Divination tools, you know what I'm saying? That's all that is to me. That's just divination and talk. You know what I'm saying? Through this. Some people say, you know, are they talking to the dead and they talking to the mother? I ain't never, you know, heard no dead one. I can't talk to no dead people. And then, you know, people be like, well, they talking to the spirits and they doing this and that. Well, see, I ain't talking to no damn spirits because shit, I ain't never talked to no damn spirit. They ain't never talked to me. Shit, I can talk to I can talk to all kind of shit, but ain't nothing talking back. You know what I'm saying? God damn, motherfucker, shit. I'm gonna have a conversation. Well, you ain't finna have a conversation. You just finna say some shit. Because you can say some shit to whatever the hell you want to say something to. So you can say, okay, I want to talk to the Statue of Liberty right now. So you just start telling the Statue of Liberty, you know, you just start telling the Statue of Liberty all kind of shit, man. Now, the minute you tell me the Statue of Liberty told you something and all that shit, then I'm gonna say, oh man, god damn. That's what I'm gonna say, oh, some bullshit now. Or something like that, you know. I mean, that's what I would say. Cause I'll be like, I'll be thinking, well shit, I know goddamn well the Statue of Liberty can't talk. You know, in my mind and shit. So it would be hard. It would be hard for me to believe that you sit up there and had a conversation with some shit like that. But you know, but if I tell you I work with supernatural powers, with the supernatural forces of nature, right? And what they be working with that through these cards I can get some information, right? Then you would just have to understand, okay, with a supernatural power, with supernatural forces, these cards is able to do what they need to do to appear, right? For a certain communication. So no matter what my hands is doing, no matter what those cards is doing, some cards is gonna jump out. You know what I'm saying? Magically on their own. Like as you sit there, you'll see, you know, a card. It'll, you know, jump out there. And you know, there's a magnetic force that's actually working to pull to get the certain cards out, to get the information out. You know what I'm saying? So by supernatural forces, you know, those cards can appear. And information that's on those cards is there. So this force knows how to draw out cards and make shit move, right? Leaving information for the people, see? So I don't talk to nobody. See, I don't have no conversations. It's the supernatural powers that I allow to move to be able to gather information. You know what I'm saying? See, divination was a tool that they used all the time. There was always divinations and divinations and all kinds of shit. Different divinations. They could throw shells. They could throw them curry shells. They could draw this. They could draw in the sand. They can do all kind of stuff to get a certain type of knowledge. Hell yeah. Shit. So when I be working with those cards, you know, I'll be working with some power because shit, that power will let me get that information. Then, you know, sometimes they need that type of damn information. Then I got some Oracle, you know, the Oracle cards. But I'm still, you know, but I'm still looking for some, I'm still looking for some better shit. But you know, I need the traditional something, more than traditional, but then with a little bit of information. Yeah, with a little bit of information on it. But you know what about one thing about them traditional decks, they ain't putting no information on nothing. Only thing they giving you is what that card is. So if it's whatever it is, they're gonna tell you. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be right there. And that's what you're gonna know. Just the name. Just the damn name.
You got to study which cards is which. Shit like that. Lines over limits. Right. What's going on, man? I see. Shit. Seems like another damn hot day. Seems like it's gonna be another hot day today again, man. This motherfucker. Dang. I can feel the heat already around this bitch. The sun ain't even on, man. I can feel that damn heat. It's crazy. Yep. I'm gonna get ready though. What time is it? 6:30. I'm gonna get ready to rock and roll. So yeah, y'all, I'll be back on this internet a little bit later, man. Uh, yeah. Y'all stay tuned to this real gang. No breaks, AK Real Life TV, man.